Hey guys, it's Sunday, July 10th. We are back out in the garden. We had a huge thunderstorm last night. It's cleared off a little bit this morning, but unfortunately it is extremely hot out. I don't know what the exact temperature is, but yeah, it's pretty unbearable to be outside with all this humidity. So we'll give you the highlights of what's going on in the garden instead of doing a full tour like last week. Fortunately today, the only thing we have to do for work out here is harvest the kale and Swiss chard. I'm just looking over at the beds. Do a little bit of weeding around there. Put those strawberry runners in the ground. Maybe get a few more started. But other than that, that's it. We are not going to spend too much time out here. It's pretty humid, so let's get started.
So here is a boy flower on the squash plant, and also here we have some zucchini and they're really starting to flower. Then over here we have the tomato. You don't want to disturb the bees from fertilizing tomatoes, so let's just keep quiet. And over here, we picked some strawberries already. These are our strawberry plants. And then here are some more squash plants, and then kale, and some lettuce.
Yeah, that's probably good from that one time. Yeah, take that one. That's probably good from that one time.
Yep, now I'm gonna move on. Oops.
That's good. Here, take the bigger ones. Take some from here. These two here.
Just gonna fish. I see some beans!
Peas.
Peas! I see some peas!
Yeah.
Look at, there's one here, two here, one here, one here, one here.
Oh.
And we bit some, and
Not ready yet.
oh, there's one there too. Oh, it's right there! Oh, that's so cute! So these are the peas, and also here. So in this bed we have our peas starting to flower out. It's just that they're putting off some peas on the front too. So these are some peas just starting, but they're not ready yet.
All right, so the highlight reel is starting with the snap peas. All of a sudden, they put out tons of flowers. We have peas that are starting. This is all, in the span of a week. They just seem to, I don't know what happened. They just took off. Same with the garden peas in the back. They're just now starting to put the flowers out, but these snap peas really took off. Everything else doing pretty well. take a quick look at the peppers. So the red knight, these are the red bell peppers. Doing well. Really starting to get quite blocky and quite large, which this variety is supposed to do. Just kind of worried that the the smaller plants wouldn't put out peppers that were a large size, but they are they're quite large, and we have quite a few peppers that are quite far along, and tons that are still coming. So yeah, everything's looking good here. Jalapenos haven't really done much in the last week. They've just kind of been hanging out. Again, we're still kind of at about that size. Nothing too dramatic in the changes. I think those are probably the largest peppers that we have right now. I don't know, we just got that thunderstorm last night, so we're not going to be watering, we're not going to be fertilizing this week. We'll just see how things play out. And we still haven't opened the cabbage bed, broccoli bed. Nothing, plants have just, steadily put on new growth. They're pretty consistent, these plants, week on week. They don't, unlike the pepper plants that'll just kind of stall for a week and not do anything. These continue to grow, eventually throw out some broccoli and cauliflower heads, but nothing yet. Blueberries coming along. Yeah, tomatoes are growing well. These guys still not doing much. And here we are after our first harvest of kale and Swiss chard. We picked these squash plants up from the nursery, and they were labeled as butternut squash plants, but those are definitely not butternut squash. So we are going to try a new squash this year. It looks like an acorn squash. So we're going to try a new squash plant this year, unintentional as it is. We don't know, are these kind of the vining type or... Yeah, so there's the tag. So we're not wrong in what we purchased, but so we'll see. These look like vining type squash plants, so we'll still direct them out to the lawn, but yeah, you never do know what you're gonna get. All right, and just figure I'd take a walk back to the new garden. We don't come back here that often. This is the first time since my last video that I've been back here to check on the plants. With the weed guard and the amount of groundwater that's back here, we don't really have anything to do back here. And again, this is more of a test to see how everything grows. I mean, the sunlight is coming in, but at the same time the ground is just so wet and soggy, it just doesn't drain very well. So I don't really know what the remedy is for that back here. We'll see how everything does this year, and make some adjustments if necessary.